Today I'm going to talk about our experience at the vet. I had to take Dusty. He's my white lab. They call him a yellow lab, but he's white. So these two dogs are litter mates. They're brothers from the same litter. They are 12 years and 11 months old. They were born on my birthday. And I didn't get them till, much later. But they've been together, all their life. Hi, yo, mama. Yeah, he's got an allergy, and we're trying him on some Benadryl and Ceflexin. And that's what I want to talk about are these pet meds. I have Dusty on Galliprant, which is an anti-inflammatory medication because he has severe hip dysplasia to the point that his rear end he just falls down real easy. Plus, he's had knee surgery, he tore tendons, and that was when he was 4 years old. Well, today they are 12 years and 11 months old. Dusty started developing an awful sounding congestion in his nose that he would seem like he's trying to blow his nose. And it sounded awful. So we took him in to the vet. And my first question was, does he have heart disease? Because he's going, but besides this congestion that sounds awful, it sounds like a chain dragging down the highway. He's also going a lot, and I just thought that he might be having a little heart failure. So we had x-rays of the heart and lungs. Everything is fine. And he was under too much anxiety laying on the x-ray table that they could not get a clear x-ray of his nasal passages. So we're going to treat him for a sinus infection. Now, that's what I want to talk about are these pet meds. It cost $355 today at the vet. 137 were the x-rays. Then they thought one of his ears looked a little yeasty. So we've got a medicine for that. That was 24. Then the Ceflexin capsules, 500 milligram, I've got 56 of them, was $24.56. The office call was only $36. They went up. Went from 30 to 36 just recently. And then the Galliprant now. I bought it from the vet. It's $133. I am paying $133 a month for his Galliprant. He's been on it for about 2 years. So he does not seem to be in any pain. For him being lame in the back end and having all of this going on, he still acts like a puppy, wants to follow me all over the place. He gets excited. He's still with it. So, but I noticed he's been, cocking his head, like when he walks, his head is cocked. So it looked like a stroke. There's no sign of a stroke or anything. So we're treating this as a sinus infection. Now, Galliprant costing 133. Oh, he's trying to do his nasal pass right now. You hear that? That's him trying to blow his nose. See, the first few blows that he do are loud and long, and then it eventually tapers off. I really don't see a lot of discharge. Sometimes when we're outside, he'll get a really good sneeze, and then a lot of congestion comes out, like the size of my finger. There's been no blood in it. Now, blood would indicate fungal infection. It would indicate a tumor, a polyp, but there's never been any blood so far. So it just looks like a basic sinus infection. And that's why he's going to be treated with the Caflexin. Now, these meds can be bought at Walmart. Galliprant at Walmart is $75. I paid $133 from my vet. I just didn't feel like going to Walmart today. You know, I'm rural. When we go to Walmart, it's a much different town. It's an hour there, an hour back, and by the time you spend your time in town, the whole day is gone. So I spent $133 on the Galliprant. At Walmart, it's $75. Plus, there's one more perk. Walmart pharmacy accepts GoodRx.com. I recommend GoodRx.com to a lot of people. I talk about it a lot. I'm not paid by them. It's just that I like to help other people. And if you can save a buck, hey, that's an extra buck in your wallet. Galliprant being cheaper at Walmart, and a lot, even Caflexin, that's a human medicine too. You can buy these for your pets at Walmart. Walgreens doesn't have it, not so far. So if you go to Walmart and you go to the pharmacy, you have a phone, you go to the goodrx.com, they'll give you a code for that purchase right there. Your pharmacist will scan your phone. There'll be a code on your phone, and he'll give you a discount on the cost of the meds. So I'm just saying, you can save a lot of money if you just, be a little frugal and check into GoodRx. I left the link in the description. So I could have bought both of those meds from Walmart today. I would have saved probably half the price or better compared to my vet. Well, in my situation, I just didn't feel like going to Walmart, so I paid the price. But that's what I'm saying. If you are able to do this conveniently after you take your pet to the vet and you've got medicine to buy, call Walmart, see if they have that in stock. GoodRx.com they do work with, now for our meds, they'll cover what you have for your copays. They'll give you a discount on what you have left over on your copays. They do work with Walgreens, CVS, Kroger, and a lot of other major pharmacies. Um, for our meds, for people meds, for people who are having problems with insurance, or don't have pet insurance. I don't have pet insurance. So, um, other health insurance, just for me, my husband, and that, yeah, we have all that, but our pets are not covered with insurance. That goodrx.com website will help you out. If you register, they'll send you cards. You can keep a card in your wallet so you don't have to scan your phone when you go to the vet or when you go to the pharmacy. They'll send you like a whole sheet of cards, and I keep them in my wallet and I hand them out to people who need them because they give you so many of them. My family, my friends have used them. There's no gimmicks. And you know how I found them? There was an online interview with a guy by the name of Sheriff Mack. He was a constitutional sheriff. And he wrote a book. And I bought it. I supported him. I bought 2 books. One for me, one for my sheriff. So inside these books were coupons to save money, but there was that GoodRx card. Back then, it had a different name. And I thought, well, let me check into this. And I thought it'd be a gimmick. So I gave it to my son. And he had to go get a prescription of antibiotics for his little one. And, he just paid out of pocket. The prescription was, I think, $87. My son only paid $15 with that card. You don't have to sign up if you don't want to. Then you have to have your phone to scan by the pharmacist. But you can sign up there too, create your profile with all your meds. And what they'll do is they'll scan your zip code and show you the prices at every pharmacy in that zip code in your area. So either the zip code or the city. It's not a scam. There's no spam. There's no gimmick. They don't want no money. And it's just a wonderful website to use. Good morning, Kimberly. How you doing? I'm talking about taking my dog to the vet today, his diagnosis, and the pet meds, and the GoodRx website that gives a discount on meds. Just to bring you up to date on what I'm talking about. But overall, it was a good experience. They think it was a sinus infection. They took an x-ray of his heart and lungs, and everything looks good for his age. His heart's not enlarged, lungs are clear. So they are treating this as a sinus infection. And then I had to get a refill of his Galliprant. I have him on Galliprant. I buy his prescription every month for his hips. It's sort of like a pain medication. Galliprant, compared to some of the other pain medications for dogs, Galliprant is tolerated easier by senior dogs. I know there's another one, I forgot the name of it, that I had one of my other dogs on long term, and it just ate him up. That other med, and then I can't think of the name of it. It's better for short term, like if they have surgery, they're just going to be on it 10 days, 5 days, but I can't forget the name of it. So, but Galliprant is geared more towards senior dogs, and the stomach problems, the liver problems, and kidney problems that these dogs can get from the meds. Galliprant is the most tolerable, and I've had my dog on it for 2 years, and so far he's not had any showed any sign of side effects. He just like perked up, like he was more pain-free. So when your dog's pain-free, you got a happier dog. So I was telling how Galliprant is cheaper at Walmart, and then use the GoodRx.com website for even more discount, because I paid $133 a month from my vet for the Galliprant. It's only $75 at Walmart. And then if you use that GoodRx card, you get even more discount. So yeah, if you think it's a scam, you don't have to register. You don't have to put your information in there. So I don't know if it's for cats. I think it's more for senior dogs. But cats, I'm not sure. I've had my dog on the maximum dose that a dog his size can take a day. Have him on that for 2 years. Earlier, if you back up in this video earlier, he just went through that congestion breathing that he did. And I think you could hear it in this video. So we're treating it with Benadryl and Ceflexin. And then we've got some ear drops. So hopefully this will take care of that. The vet thinks it's an allergy. GoodRx.com is for people and pet meds. A lot of the bigger pharmacies take the card or the codes for the discount. You'd have to just actually check with your pharmacist to see if they take it. They can sign up with GoodRx.com. I'm sorry to hear that, Kimberly. The vet and I had a talk about that this morning. He is going to be 13 next month, and at least, we had an x-ray of his heart and lungs in it, and they look good. They look clear. We might have a little bit of time yet with him, but I have to keep in mind his age, and anything can happen. Anything. Let me pull up a picture of him so you can see. I'll put it on as an overlay, and here it is. And it's just uploading, and then I'll put it on there. That's him, and that's his brother. They were actually born on my birthday. And my friend gave them to me as a gift because I had just lost my two dogs. I had um, he was bred with wolf. He was one of those hybrid husky wolf. And then I had a border collie with blue eyes, and her name was Boo Boo. When we had just lost her, and Moxie went right after that. I think he had a stroke, and he just kept walking into the walls, and he was got kind of crazy, and we lost him real quick, close together. So I kind of have a feeling that with these guys, if one goes, the other one's going to go shortly after. And that white one has had a couple of surgeries already. And I will never have two dogs again like this. Because it's hard. Um, it's a lot harder than just having one dog. But these two, we had them both neutered. They had always laid down touching each other. Either their paws were touching, or just some part of them were touching the other one, that they knew that they were there. The white dog is the dominant dog. The black dog is the submissive dog. And the black dog is very afraid of thunderstorms. When we have a little bit of thunder, he's shaking and he goes to seek refuge with his brother. He's afraid of fireworks. He's afraid of guns. But the white dog, however, you bring out a firearm and that white dog is ready to go. Ready to go. He gets excited and he wants to go retrieve, what you're going to shoot out of the sky, or, whatever falls to the ground. He wants to go get it. The only problem is, and he'll bring it back, but the only problem is, he's so proud of himself, he doesn't want to give it up either. You have to tell him quite a few times, drop it, and then he'll finally give in. But what he likes to do, he's got a certain pattern, and he has whatever it is in his mouth. I don't like to go into details because a lot of people just love animals, and so do dogs. But he'll walk around, he'll make a circle around the hunter 2 times. With it in his mouth, and he struts. He's got his chest puffed out. He's got his head up in the air. I got it. Look what I got. Ha ha. And it's mine. You can't have it. But he'll do that for 2 circles around the hunter, and then he will drop it. He'll drop it right in front of you. And he had the natural instinct to do that. But yeah, he's a good hunter. Really good hunting dog. He would, if he knew that there was a mouse in the wall or something, he would actually tear down the wall to get that mouse. He's a better hunter than a cat. But the black one, he would sit back. He'd sit behind the white one and let the white one do all the work. So, yep, they do feel it coming. But this year, the black one doesn't seem as bad with the storms this year, and we're surprised. In fact, we have one rolling in. Let me see what time it is. We're going to have one rolling in pretty soon here by us. Normally, every other year, he would know it ahead of time. He would be shaking. But this year, it doesn't seem to be bothering him. And we don't know why all of a sudden, after all these years, he doesn't seem intimidated by him. Yeah, bring your gifts. We'll always have cats bring us the gifts. The dogs usually don't unless you tell them, because we have chickens and things like that. Hey, Debbie, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, they are. They're beautiful. We took off for the vet this morning, and I had it in my mind that this white one might not be coming home with us. If this is a heart problem or something like that, and I kind of held back the tears. I didn't want to cry unnecessarily, but the whole trip to the vet, it was on my mind. And I told the vet. So that's why he got chest x-rays today. And his heart and lungs are good. They're good. And I'm just like relieved. It's like, oh, we've got some more time. We've got some more time. We were actually going to get, after we had these two, these are litter mates from the same litter, they're brothers. But we were going to get a brown color lab then after that. But then when I told my husband, I says, well, if you want a brown lab, they also have silver labs. Where are we going to stop? So it's like, this is where we stopped, just these two. But yeah, I'm very relieved. I'm very happy. I mean, this has been on my mind for a while because that white one has had this nasal problem for a couple of weeks. I thought, well, we'll just kind of see what happens. Maybe it'll go away. But if it's ongoing, he has to go to the vet. And well, we took him in today, and he came home with us with just a possible sinus infection. And that was it. But in the vet, he weighs 102 pounds, the white one. The black one didn't get to see the vet today. So, but the black one weighs about 70 pounds. He's a little smaller. But in the vet, if I was right by Dusty's side, I'd get him to sit on their scale and hold still. The vet cannot take that dog and walk away with him. I have to be with him, and then he's real docile and cooperative. The dogs are 12 years and 11 months old. Next month, on my birthday, they were born on my birthday, and that's why my girlfriend gave me these dogs for a gift. She brought them from a friend in a different city and drove all the way to my place, an hour and a half. And when she got out of her car, two little puppies were on the ground around her. And I thought she got these puppies for herself. I said, oh, are they cute? Congratulations, you're a new mama. And she says, no, I'm not. You are. I said, what? I mean, I didn't even want the dogs yet. It was like, I wasn't planning on having dogs right away. We had just lost our other dogs. So, I wanted to give it a little bit of time. And I was going to get that German Shepherd, but my girlfriend came with 2 labs, and they were a gift. So how do you turn that down? I mean, I don't want to. I had the place for him. I could afford them. It's like, well, I might as well take them. So now that they are going to be 13, and the white one's not in the best of shape, with his hips and his knee. I started looking around for the German Shepherd that I want, and I found a breeder out of Michigan. And in his policy, he will give me a written statement that his dogs are bred without hip dysplasia problems, without hip problems. I will never, ever have another dog unless that guarantee comes with them. This white one here is the first dog that I've ever had that had hip dysplasia. And I am going to tell you, it's awful. It's awful to watch and raise these dogs grow old with hip dysplasia. I have a bad spine. I have like spinal damage really bad. And if I didn't have that, I would be able to help him more by putting like a sheet or a large beach towel under his belly, sort of back, towards his hind legs, and like like wait a minute, like put him in a sling while he's walking. And the vet did that today, and I said, "Boy, I wish I could do that." But he's 102 pounds. I would have to be lifting his back in a sling so he could, just go. And I can't do that. So I asked the vet about a brace, if he would do well in a brace. And it would have to be hips and knee. The vet said that he braced one of his dogs. He has hunting dogs. There's the big hunting area that I live in, and he says he didn't think that the braces do very well. So, especially for a companion dog that is like up and down. If I was going to take him out and he is going to be on his feet for a long period of a time, a brace might benefit him then. But right now, like, he's just basically laying around, and yeah, he's just laying around, and he's up and down and up and down. When he, following me through the house, a brace would probably just be in his way. So what I had to do was change my behavior. Hey, Angela, how's it going? So I had to slow down. My husband had to learn to slow down because he can't keep up with us, but he tries. And that's when he falls down. He taught himself how to go up. I have 2 steps in the back for the deck. He's taught himself to approach them and go up those 2 steps on an angle, and it's real easy for him. So, he's learned how to accommodate his disability. And today, when we got home from the vet, I let him out of the blazer, and he actually ran. He runs on 3 legs. One of the legs kind of dangle when he runs. So it's a horrible thing to watch a dog have these problems. But he adapted, and he does not seem to be in any pain. And my thing is, I don't want to see him suffer either. So if he gets to the point where he's suffering real bad, well, But he's going to be with us for a while. And I'm glad that it's just a sinus infection. And I hope that these antibiotics help. And it's a good day. It's a good day. So, Cosequin. I'd have to look that up. I've never heard of that. Is that like an allergy pill for dogs? Cosequin. Go look that up. By me, it's overcast. We have a storm that's going to roll in just a couple hours. I'm going to go look up this med. UIN. For anybody, okay, for mobility, joint health, okay. Yeah, I have stuff like that. But and I also fed him a raw. I fed my dogs raw. Oh, Debbie, I just noticed your husky. What a beautiful dog. Oh, I love huskies. Yeah, he's on glucosamine and chondroitin too. He's been on that. Plus, he gets bone broth. Plus, I have, well, just recently changed their diet, but these dogs have grown up on the raw diet for 10 years. That's kind of like why we had a homestead when processed. We made our own dog food and we fed them raw. We didn't let them kill any animals. They were never involved with any of that. They still depended on us to feed them. And what I would do is just cut the meat into, bite-sized chunks. And what they did was they got 80% muscle meat, 10% bone, calcium, and 10% organ meat. And that was their diet besides vegetables for 10 years. So, I mean, and they've always had beautiful coats. The reason for his knee surgery was the deep, icy snow that we had. It's very hard on dogs' legs. When you see dogs all happy because it's snowing out and they're jumping through the snow, that's when knee injuries happen. I mean, dogs love snow. Oh, they get happy when it snows. But when it's a little hard, like kind of icy, crunchy, it's hard on their legs. So I'm looking at my next dog and I know, I'm looking for the breeder. I'm getting everything lined up. Yeah, they're a little expensive, the kind of dog that I'm getting next, but it's what I want. It's what I want. And I might as well, just get what I want right away. And I've had German Shepherds in the past. I was going to get another German Shepherd until these guys became a gift. And these were such good dogs. They took my heart. They really did. They just took my heart. And it's like, because I normally like dogs where the ears stand up. And these had floppy ears. And they just, I don't know, floppy ear dogs are cute, but they always look so sad. And there's just, I love the dogs where their ears stand up, like this husky here. That's beautiful. And but I fell in love with these guys, and they won my heart over. After, they had to eat a couch though when they were pups, and I took them in to have x-rays of their stomachs when they were a puppy, and ate the couch because I wanted to, I wanted to make sure they didn't swallow so much of it that they get bound up or have problems. So when the vet took an x-ray of their tummies when they were pups, that's when he found out they had the hip dysplasia. So I knew it from when they were puppies on. And that's when the vet actually suggested the raw diet. That's when I started feeding them raw meat. So, and the glucosamine and chondroitin and, but it's still, hip dysplasia. What the problem is, it's the ball and joint where the joint where the ball fits in doesn't quite grow enough over a ball, and it stays receded back. So that ball can pop out of that joint real easy, and it's painful for dogs. I never want another dog with hip dysplasia again. So um, I've looked around, I've shopped around for the right breeder, and my thing is, I want it in writing that that dog will not have hip dysplasia. It's it's a genetic mutation. I mean, look at it this way: dogs, our canine friends, are man-made. They're man-made. These are man-made pets. They took wolf and changed their genetics, their DNA. They bred for certain looks, for certain temperament, coats, size, but they all come from a wolf. And man made this. Man wasn't always perfect until he got it right. And some of that had to do with their bone structure. Hip dysplasia was one of the problems. Yeah, overbreeding. Yeah. Yeah. But basically, too, that's why I fed them raw. I've never seen a wolf chasing a corn stalk. I've had dogs in the past that were highly allergic to regular dog food. My border collie, she was really bad. The black part on her coat was, it looked like it had a layer of snow on it all the time because of it was like skin dander, very heavy, and it was just unsightly. And I went through all these different kinds of dog foods, and that's hard on a dog too, switching their diet. And you have to do it gradually. And nothing ever cleared that up. And my brother had a Yorkie that had a food allergy, and that was so bad the dog lost all of its hair. Lost it. It was a bald dog. I never seen anything like it. He had to take it in for shots once a week. It still lost its hair. He had to feed it special food. And I'm surprised he got another Yorkie. But yeah, and she's healthy though. So they just, they bought one that has allergies. Dogs can get allergies just like us. The wolf mix, you know what? My wolf was mixed with some husky, and he didn't bark. He didn't bark. He was an outside dog. We had a very large, um, almost an acre fenced in. He had that to himself. And he had one of those igloo dog houses. And we were watching him one time because we were watching a bear walk through the yard. And he could smell that bear. He knew that bear was there. He went in his igloo house, and you know how the front part of the igloo, the door wasn't on it, so it was open, but the front part of it, the frame was about 6 inches high. You'd kind of have to step over the frame to get in his igloo. He laid down and put his ears down, and he was as flat as could be, hiding behind that 6 foot tall frame inside his igloo. So that bear didn't see him. He never barked. He howled, but he wouldn't bark at that bear. He knew to go hide and just shut up. But yeah, he was something else. He was a good dog. So, all my dogs were really good. I loved them all. I never had any bad dogs, that, besides eating a couch, I never had any that hurt anybody or did anything so bad that was like, oh, I can't take that dog no more. So I stuck it out with every single dog that I had from puppy until their end. I've had quite a few dogs in my life. But when I was a kid, my mom didn't want dogs. She didn't want cats either, but she did negotiate. She says, we'll have a poodle because they don't shed. She bought a little teacup toy poodle. I used to put it in my Barbie doll car and give it rides in my Barbie doll car. It was a plastic car that used to put Barbie dolls in. Yeah, well, I used to put the dog in there. So I've kind of had dogs my whole life, and I know that it's kind of reaching the end of these guys' life cycle, and I can't see myself without a dog. So I already got the breeder picked. I'm gonna have to go to Michigan. The breeder's in Michigan, Lower Michigan. So what we're gonna do is put our car on a ferry and take the ferry across the lake. It really cuts down a lot of time traveling. Otherwise, I'd have to go down through Illinois, and then to get around the lake. So, or up in the UP and then come down, but we're just gonna go right across the lake, and that's how we're gonna bring them home. So, anyways, you guys, just wanted to let you know that there's that our goodrx.com website for discounts on meds. I recommend them for your own meds if you have higher copays. And anywhere we can save a buck, anywhere, it's a good thing. So don't forget about goodrx.com. Check them out. Have them send you some cards, or even use the website on your phone the next time you go to the pharmacy. Check out if your pharmacy accepts goodrx.com. Walmart does. We all have a Walmart. So I'm going to be getting my pet meds, the Galliprant, from Walmart. You can see the price difference. $75 at Walmart, $133 from my vet. Plus, I can use my GoodRx on that $75 to bring it down even more. So we're good. We're good. I like to help people, and I hope that telling you my experiences might help you someday in the future. And um, if it does, leave a comment. Let me know. Let me hear your stories. And I'm going to get going for now. Hope you all have a nice day. Stay dry if you're in my area. Be loved. Just be loved. Bye bye now. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate every one of you.